consecutive quarters of negative growth. 9 months.
Hold on, make a mistake a while ago. Yes. My bad, we make a mistake a while ago. Have to do that. Like and share, like and share. Oh, the lights look.
And the master of ceremonies.
How much lights do you have now?
I've been told that the can't say all protocols observed. So I must acknowledge our 2 members of parliament for Hanover, our mayor, my MP colleagues, our councillors who are here, and all the citizens of Hanover to share with us and have this discussion at Hanover this afternoon going to be. I am not proposing to make a big speech because part of the purpose of this occasion is to hear from you and for you to have the opportunity to talk to us and us.
What? No, man. No. How much you say likes there? No, man. It come like you right there, the monitoring spirit they sit down on the platform and I want to get up. No. Listen to me now, no, man. Hear what me I say. When you do the right thing, it is free. Nobody now asks you for no donation. You understand what I deal with? Or no super chat or none of that. We are asking you guys to hit the like button. It takes 1 second to hit the like button. I should have at least 140 likes right now. At least 140 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, do better than that. No, man. All monitoring spirits be gone in the name of Jesus. Yeah, man, you can't take on yourself, man. We need this is some improvement in the like button. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Let's continue.
Reply and hear so you can share and get the benefit.
Let's continue.
Coming from the people. But what I would start by saying is this. I think the government's response.
So my monitoring spirit then drop off, man. The word knocked them a while ago, you know. Look on the amount of people we are watching now. I'm going to share up the live with 5 people, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody on the live, share the live with 5 people right now. Here, if they don't watch the replay, if they don't watch the live, then watch the replay. Thank you.
To this disaster called Melissa is shockingly bad. It is really atrocious. When it first happened, and the world was looking at Jamaica, and all the NGOs locally and from foreign came in, and foreign governments were paying a lot of attention. Things were happening to some extent.
And not just foreign government alone, Marky G. The media when I pressure them, the overseas media when I pressure them hard.
But after Christmas into the new year, people moved on. And the people who had suffered the damages from the hurricane felt abandoned. The government has had no cohesive, proper process for getting Jamaica back on its feet, especially Western Jamaica, including Hanover. So you've had this little haphazard approach like the roof program, where you have so many people who have suffered damage, who have submitted their names, who have been assessed but haven't yet received a benefit. You have the TARP program for tourism workers, names submitted, all rejected. You have nothing for the business community, especially the small businesses that have been damaged. Is it any wonder that Jamaica is in a deep recession? Is it any
Marky G, according to the PAIOJ, Jamaica is in a deep recession, my general. That the man them said. Not my word.
wonder that we've had 3 consecutive quarters of negative growth, 9 months of negative growth, with 3 more months ahead of us. Well, we're really the 4th quarter now of this year that I'm speaking about, projected to be negative as well. So that by the end of September, Jamaica will have experienced 1 year of negative growth. How can you expect anything different when the government sees a disaster and does not respond in a comprehensive way to get people back on their feet?
They want to do it on purpose,
and I must tell you, we heard the announcement last December about this massive envelope of international funding, $6.7 billion that would be there to reconstruct Jamaica. But Jamaica needs reconstruction now. We needed it yesterday and the day before. And we're not seeing anything being done to get this thing going. They conceptualize NARA NARA was originally supposed to be the response to Hurricane Melissa damage.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with Hurricane Melissa.
Nothing.
NARA is a way that the government is trying to deal with a situation that they failed to deal with for the 10, 11 years coming up that they have been in power.
Yeah.
Where they've not been able to create an environment where the economy is growing at any meaningful pace.
All of the things that they did promise from 2016 and they have not been able to do because they can't grow the economy. All of those things they might try to achieve under NARA. So you don't have nothing to do with Hurricane Melissa. Nothing at all. It's just the truth. Look for the first program when they say they want. They might talk about programming at Kingston. Kingston get licked by Hurricane Melissa. Get damaged. Kingston did like the lack of a Kingston for months. Road did black of Kingston.
And they're saying,
Yeah.
well, the reason for that is because things take too long and the bureaucracy is too inflexible. And therefore, NARA is going to be a way that Andrew Holness as Prime Minister can, if necessary in his mind, circumvent and get around any bureaucratic hurdle
Yes.
and to push everything through.
Yes. Yes.
But we are not even going to know because it's not going to be made public when those powers are exercised.
Yes.
There's no accountability in the structure of NARA.
Who to tell say Andrew Holness to use NARA for what happened down so? With all in demolition of our island. Who to tell? If you're not using NARA powers for it. I want the lawyer them to look into that. You know. Is that possible?
And private investors investing over 15 million US can apply to be put on a list that they can get the benefit of the push through of their projects. That's a recipe for corruption.
Of course.
That's a recipe for corruption.
Of course. Most definitely.
In the meantime, 9-10 months past since the hurricane, NARA is not even functional. The person was chosen by the government and hired to run NARA, visiting Peru to go look at what Peru did in response to some flooding back there.
Nonsense.
But that NARA is not yet, in effect, doing anything for the people. And the economy is in a terrible condition. And then, what's more, what else is going on makes you feel like Jamaica is not a place where the people really matter. So
True.
situations like what is happening in Cooper's Bay,
Yeah.
where some long-standing court order is suddenly enforced. And the police go into the community in the wee hours of the morning, scrape up the man them in the community, carry them and go lock them up in Farmwood jail. And then the bulldozers coming with more police, not all the people in the house. And it's only after that process is finished, they release the man them and they don't charge him anything because they haven't done anything wrong. Now, and then of course, the MP says she never know nothing about it. Government claim they don't know. So how is it then? They have helicopter in the sky and so much police involved in enforcing a private man's court order.
Come on, man. Nonsense. Nonsense.
Then we have the speech, I think I call it Jacob. I don't remember the name of the beach. The beach beside Silver Sands,
Yeah, man.
where people have been occupying, doing business on that beach, structures have been erected, they've been there for many years. And all of a sudden, all these notices to quit are put on their structures. The notices are in the name of the National, the
NRCA. Yeah.
Natural Resource Conservation Authority
Yeah.
as owner. That's very strange.
Very.
It's not, it's NRCA really the owner of that property? I don't believe so. I don't know NRCA has no big landowner of valuable land along the beach. So here we have the state.
Yo, this is why I believe say Andrew Holness are the puppet master for all of them moves using the NARA. Because remember when you said before, you know, it me I feel more like a it with you. Because the NRCA would have fought as one of the agents when you could have used like a puppet. When I am really he didn't have officer prime minister anyway. So what would have stopped him? And him have NARA as backing him. They hide from everybody what is really going on. And nobody within that power structure cannot say anything because they hey, listen, man. This is some diabolical. Hey, me tell you say, Jamaica, stay vigilant here. Stay vigilant. Make sure so you go give on a life to the Lord. These guys are rounding the people up for a proper slave plantation. One bag of wall around with where the beach them is concerned. Pushing us inland. And any we there on that one land when I get knock off and them a try to contain our home. Contain our home resilience towards hurricane where we see now the types of hurricane where them say are gonna be normal now, like a Melissa type of hurricane. Contain our resilience. Let's build back resilience with NARA. Resilience with who? I strongly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that what is going on with all these demolition, NARA is behind it. That is my belief. I don't have no proof of that. But I can tell you my belief. There's no law against my belief. That's my belief. I have a strong feeling in my bone. Say NARA they behind all of them. Andrew Holness is exercising power when you get through NARA. Can't know for sure because nobody can come out and talk. Even if them know and them apartheid. Think about that.
Working in that way, no consultation with the people again. People's livelihoods under threat, their investment under threat, and the state is not there to help them. The state is oppressing them. And we saw it in Tristan, which is now people's livelihoods under threat, their investment under threat, and the state is not there to help them. The state is oppressing them.
The state no business about them market share, your loan business. Mrs. Spanny on Facebook I come talk about in our article. But I think I agree in one of them. One individual. I say coupon this even make no sense. You know, say a perfect time for me show it. A perfect time for me show it. I believe I had even shared it and put a comment onto it. Only give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what you can find with that. Now, the meantime, make market trade go on.
And we saw it in Tristan, in Bernard Labs. We saw it at tent in No Ida Sphere at a place in Pleasant Hill. And we've seen it in other parts of the country. And that is why I'm saying we need a proper inquiry into how rights in relation to land are enforced where people have occupied land for long periods of time and have invested in that, are relying on that for their own personal well-being. The kind of must be that it has enforced private rights with no regard for the rights of the people who are there.
They tell us a private entity alone and journalists them defend man. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm showing the article. See this article, Michael Abrahams. You saw me right here, so? Fully nonsense. Fully nonsense. Jamaica deserve a better opposition. This Michael Abrahams really put out an article saying Jamaica deserve a better opposition. Jamaica, when I compare the opposition to the government, let us be clear. If Mark Jefferson Golden was the leader of the country, it would be night and day. You know, I wish that people could live in two different dimensions at the same time, where you could have lived in our world where Andrew Holness as the Prime Minister, while Hurricane Melissa did come and live in our next dimension where Mark Golden is the Prime Minister, and see simultaneously, just like a double screen I show you your life with this leadership and that leadership. And you guys will understand in real time the type of fear of spirit Andrew Holness have and how evil he is. And Abraham, whatever I want him, have the audacity to come talk about so we need a better opposition. And the opposition have a foot for the government neck. All in the parliament now go and put the money in my work. Jamaica, we don't see how Dennis Meadows are. Dennis Meadows fully active. Fully active. Come like Dennis Meadows are the MP for down there. Dennis Meadows fully active. That may I tell you, what Dennis Meadows I do, you would expect Tova Williams to do that. Or Tova Hamilton, sorry. What him a do, and the posture what him a take, and what him a say, you would have expected Tova Hamilton to be taking that posture. It's like a the PMP around the country without the power. The man them have all the right ideas and the man them say all the right things. And the man them give all the right best advice to guide and steer the government in our way for help the people. And the man them refuse. The man them refuse to do right by the people. You want a wicked government now this man?
And the role of the state is to balance those things clearly. So these are some of the things that we see going on. And we want to see a better Jamaica. We want to see a Jamaica where access to beaches is dealt with in a way that gives our people a feeling that they are part of the country. It can't be a situation where we continue to allow development in a way that excludes our people from their own access to the beauty of the country. Mistakes have been made along the way. Most political parties have made mistakes along the way.
This is why I rate Mark Bolo. Just the blatant honesty that he so comfortably speaks when he's speaking, like without fear or favor. Listen, both political parties have made mistakes along the way. True words have never been spoken.
But that is no reason for us now to continue to worsen that situation.
Bingo. And you know when Mark Bolo speak to this, every time when Andrew Holness do wrong by the people, he wants to blame the People's National Party. And talk about the governments and the people them of the past and one bag of things. It's their problem and it's them caused it. And that the man go down. He said the man, you know, so I go play.
Which is already bad.
I go play.
Now is the time to fix it.
I go play. I go play.
We see other things. Corruption is a big problem in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Of a situation where now the Prime Minister's own personal finances can be signed up on as being in order by the anti-corruption agents. We have another situation where a minister in cabinet has been recommending a prosecution for serious offense of corruption is allowed to stay in cabinet and challenge that matter in court. That is not the system that we operate. When there is a cloud over you, to check for yourself.
Hold on there, Mr. Goldie. Hold on there. Remind the people how you
and it was. And so the conversation has to change to how do we get more solutions in the past, which is you see the applicability, which has been promoted by politicians in the past, right? The solution can't be, which has been promoted by politicians in the past, which is you see the applicable piece of land there, one go settle it. And then afterwards we come and correct it. That's the genesis of this problem. That's the history that has repeated, that has gotten us here. The politicians who are talking now, they are a part of that problem. They were the ones who winked at people and told them, go and occupy the land, and then afterwards we correct it. I can swear here that I am not a part of that. I wasn't born when those things were going on. I was a little high. That I am not a part of that. I wasn't born when those things were going on. I was a little high. That I am not a part of that. I wasn't born when those things were going on. I was a little high. That I am not a part of that. I wasn't born when those things were going on. I was a little high. That I wasn't born when those things were going on. I was a little high.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
The man wasn't born when those things are going on. He was a little boy. Still can't get over that, you know. Yo, I still can't get over it. Nothing. I still can't get over it, Jamaica. So you see, the man have blame everybody. It not have nothing to do with the contribution of the problem after the. How are you not a part of the problem when the problem is not fixed under your watch for 10 years? It's been a problem, as you suggest. How we not fix it? Me tell you all the while, we have to look upon things from a practical perspective. You know. If I have a problem with my house, say for instance the plumbing, and I call a plumber, I hire a plumber, and that plumber doesn't do a good job. See, and me say, boy, we look upon a man and say, Bridget, see the problem here, you know. The plumber do this, you know, and mash up the thing, you know. You can't fix this. And the plumber look upon me and say, yo, as a matter of fact, me have several plumbers where I try to convince me, say, them are the best person for the job. And you formulate the best argument as to why you are the best person for the job. Then when we give you the job, you start pointing on the plumber from before. That's what Andrew Holness is doing, you know. That is what Andrew Holness is doing, and the labor right them allow the man to get away with it. It is so infuriating, ladies and gentlemen. Hold the man accountable. And Andrew Holness said, don't come to me with that foolishness. Hold your government officials accountable. You know, we need to get a soundbite there from the soundboard. That is a legendary soundbite. Eh? Don't come, labor, I hope labor, don't come with that foolishness.
Until you have indicated your name. And then you can come back at that point. Until you are now the Prime Minister's own personal finances can be signed up on as being in order by the anti-corruption.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Where a minister in cabinet has been recommending a prosecution for serious offense of corruption is allowed to stay in cabinet and challenge that matter in court. That is not the system that we operate. When there is a crowd over you, check for yourself until you have indicated your name. You can come back at that point. So how can the people in this country have confidence in this government? When there's so many things going on that indicate that they're not governing for the people. The way they deal with Melissa victims. Since I came here this evening, I met a couple of people who told me their own situation. Serious damage to their homes. Nothing has been done to help them. That can't be right. And then the economy is in contraction mode because people are suffering. And people can't get their lives back together. Businesses cannot thrive in an environment where the people who are the customers are suffering so badly. The government their economic policy is failing because their economic policy is not tackling these issues. In fact, it's making them worse. So we're in a spiral, a negative spiral, a downward spiral, and there's no government policy that is seeking to do anything to reverse that spiral. So we are here as the opposition, and we're not perfect. We say something, sometimes things are said that should not be said. That's the nature of the modern world where communication is so pervasive. But we are never going to bulldoze at people's house and drive them up into the worst poverty. We will never do that. And we are committed to building a society where all of the people in this country, especially those who have historically suffered from the system, are looked after, their rights are protected, and that they can step up in life and be whatever they want to be and are prepared to work towards. Because the people of Jamaica are who we are about. That's why we are called the People's National Party. People come first, but we're national too. So we all Jamaicans are welcome if they come with a clean heart and want to see the country progress. So I'm going to pause now because I want us to have some time to hear from you guys, our audience who have come to participate. And you can say what you want to say or ask what you want to ask, and we will try our best to respond. So, Madam Master, sir.
Thank you so much. Spoken like a true leader and a visionary leader. And the people say, amen, amen. You know, every time that
Me have to big up Marky G.
We believe.
No, me have to big up Marky G, but we just find one clip a while ago, ladies and gentlemen. We just find one clip a while ago. They just find a clip a while ago. Oh my God. This a Andrew Holness, you know. The kind of artist at him peak, you know, when him hungry for power, you know. Listen to him.
We believe in a government that is more efficient and productive, and we will bring that to the public service of Jamaica so that the public servants themselves can feel that they are achieving and contributing significantly to the development of the country, so that when they say 5% not enough, the government can say it's true because you have contributed significantly to the country.
What can go so?
Yo, brother. Yo.
What is this?
Yo. No, man.
What is this?
Jamaica. Now this a same money have a teacher them how long and they can't get no money.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
You can't make this up, Jamaica.
We know our teachers and our
We done here, man.
Got him!
Done. Jamaica. How long now the labor right them are all out to teacher them? We are asking you certain money where they want. Listen to the con man. Listen to him.
policemen have been contributing, but we know you have contributed significantly to the country. We know our teachers and our policemen have been contributing, but the government not paying them any mind. The government don't have no care or no sympathy. To hold the people for 5 years without a wage increase is unjust. 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 It is the responsibility of the government to bring
said,
growth.
hold on. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Unjust. It is the responsibility of the government to bring growth. It is the responsibility of the government to work with the private sector to bring growth.
Andrew, where's the growth? The 10 years of in power, it is the responsibility for the government to bring growth. Where's the growth? Where the growth there? Me box cover, yo!
And this government is not doing that. And as a result, the hard-working civil servants can't get them pay increase.
Jamaica. In done?
Suffering. I want to remind you that under similar circumstances with the IMF, we were able to give the teachers the largest wage increase they have ever had. The last time the police got a wage increase, it was under the Jamaica Labour Party. The last time the nurses got a wage increase, it was under the Jamaica Labour Party. We had an IMF deal too, and we did what was necessary to make sure that the people of this country could survive. We did what was necessary to ensure that your basket of goods remains sizable and sufficient to your needs. Under the PNP, I have shown you how your basket of goods have declined, how people have moved from oxtail and curry goat to chicken back to fish back.
I said, hold on. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Jamaica. This man had the audacity to talk about IMF. No, sir, I have to go for it. I have to go to the IMF. Jamaica. The man talk about IMF deal a while ago. For the people who never see this article before, what does this say? Jamaica and the IMF, the power of partnership and ownership. Program ownership and design. Anybody who don't know about this come to the front time. This is how Ralston and man always talk about this. After a debt exchange in 2010, and yet another IMF supported program that went off track in 2011, the country was on the verge of economic meltdown with no access to international capital market. No access to international capital market. IMF Nina say we the same money where Andrew Holness say and a boss about say after one storm the country could have get access to so much money if the country was left like this from 2011 and was not rescued by the People's National Party. If Portia Simpson Miller never get the IMF to sit down with us, the country would have done already. The country would have done already. It would have been owned by some, either the Chinese colony or the United States. Some big entity would have just owned the whole place. We couldn't pay with debt them, we couldn't get the money to borrow for nothing. We would have been over with, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Holness really opened up his mouth to say, them do what they need to do. And what they need to do was to get us into a surplus. Such of a problem where right there, so Jamaica needed a surplus. Jamaica needed a second debt exchange and a primary surplus of 7.5% of GDP to help stabilize the economy and address long-standing structural challenges. The man really owned up him out, so them did have an IMF program too. Jamaica, me can't make this up here, man. No, man. This is unbelievable, Reggie. This is unbelievable. We can't make this up, Reggie. What a guy.
So I'm telling you, labor rights, now is the time for you to hold your head up high. Go out into the streets, go to Linstead Market, and tell your comrade friends, it is time for a change. It is time for better. It is time to move Jamaica from poverty to prosperity. Labor rights, I love you. God bless.
Labor rights. Wanna get tricky, man? I wanna trick some of my comrade them too. 11 years ago, this, you know? 11 years ago. Mighty God of Daniel. Andrew Holness said, IMF deal. I never that me I look for enough. Me I look for the clip when he said, you must hold the government accountable. And that clip them I look for. But me I go get me something. I go link ABR News and get it still. I don't want to think in the comment section with something. All I think then we are going on over. You understand? Mark Bowling, big up yourself in general. You understand? We break it down. I don't want to think. Like and share. Like and share.